Hello and welcome to a different type of video. Today I want to show you my whole account and what I have managed to achieve on it. So I guess let's just begin. I've been playing on this account for the last 9.5 years. I started in the summer of 2016. I currently have 1672 log slots and I have nearly 31,000 hours playtime. Also, I have all the combat achievements completed. I have 2.2 bill XP. I guess I can show you my skills tab. So I do have a few 200 mil XPs. So I do have attack, strength, range, magic, hit points, fire making, and farming. I'm not really a skiller though. I don't have much interest in going for 200 mils. Most of these were obtained pretty much passively or while just clogging, through clogging. So yeah, I guess next up, let's show my collection log, since this has been the most requested thing to show. So I guess one of the ongoing themes that you will notice is that a lot of these don't make sense, and that's because a majority of these bosses I grinded before the collection log came out. So let's say Sire, the pet took me 54 on Sires. After that, I had to go back to get 8 more to finish the log. Then we've got Hydra. I got the pet at roughly 3,000. Took me nearly 5k for the jar. 5 claws. Then a Moxliatel. Again, went a little bit dry on the pet. Next up, Roxor. Roxor was one of my favorite boss releases in the recent times, as well as I spooned it really hard. But yeah, really good boss. I enjoyed it. Then we got Barrows. Not sure what to talk about this, honestly. Brafita, I spooned it, average. Then I guess Callisto is my most impressive boss log. I used to kill Callisto for elite clues. It is still the best way to obtain elite clues. If you do it in a 10-man match, you can get roughly 150 kills an hour. It's completely AFK, and with the drop rate of elite clue being 1 in 47, you can get over 3 elites an hour, as well as 7 mil of raw GP every single hour. Now sadly I stopped killing it due to daggers and the method becoming too popular. But in the early days, this was super OP and I really enjoyed it. Next up, Cerberus. Another theme you will notice is me going dry on jars. And yeah, another boss, 2 hell puppies before I got my first jar. Also, killed this boss before lock came out, so I had to return after. Then Chaos Alley, I went a little bit dry on the pet, then got another one passively from the Chaos Fanatic. But yeah, next up, God Wars. God Wars was one of the best places for me. I spooned there so hard. Again, I got Petziliana at like 600 kill count. I had to go back to Greenlock after Lock came out. Corp was treating me nicely as well. I got 3 Elysian sigils. I had 1 spectral and 1 arcane sigil pre-log. So in total I should have 5 spectrals, 3 arcanes. And then yeah, I had to go back after they added the jar years later. Crazy Archaeologist, nothing to show. Dagonoth Kings, again, green logged it, or well, got all 3 pets before lock came out. I actually had 4 Rex pets in total and 2 Supreme pets. Next up, the Ranged Archaeologist. I think this came out, I believe this year, but yeah, another free log slot. Didn't take long at all. Then this year we had Doom of Makioto, and yeah, got 4 pets, 6 Ajax, 4 Claws, and sadly only boots. This is the item I green logged it with, so didn't make much money from it. Duke also spooned, got two pets before any of the other uniques. But yeah, Jad also spooned the pet. Colosseum again spooned the log. Got the Talos very early on, then greenlocked with the small headed pet. Also have like 20 quivers in the bank still. Gauntlet, I guess this was one of the rougher places where I went dry. I got three young gloves before I got my first enhanced crystal weapon seed. Did quite a bit, nearly four times the drop rate. General Gardor, again, spawned it. I got the pet at, I believe, roughly 1600 kill count. Then years later, I had to go back to green log it since I got the pet before collection log came out. Again, Mole got it before log came out, but only had to kill a couple to green log it after. Cortez Guardians, I did get the jar before the pet at roughly 6900 kill count. I got the first pet at 7.2k. Then I did randomly a couple of tasks during like bingos. Then got another pet. His party, did those while going for 200 mil farming XP. Huey Kotal, I think I got pretty lucky. Most of these were done in trios. Inferno, I actually went a little bit dry, I think nearly two times. All of the skills were done on task except the first one. Calfight Queen, again, another situation where I got two pets before my first jar. KBD, I got the pet at around 2k, then the pet I mean, and then I did some more during bingos and stuff. I do have 11 Vessies, but not a single one of those were from KBD. Kraken, again, got lucky on pets and jars, just did this boss during bingos and stuff. Kiara, again, got the pet at 2.1k, had to do another 450 after lock came out. Incredibly spooned. Krill, again, roughly 1.7 thousand KC for the pet. Had to kill roughly 1100 more after lock came out. Leviathan, again, I spooned, got everything under the drop rate, except maybe the vestige. This is the item I green logged it with. Moons of Peril, uh, pretty boarding stuff, guaranteed drop rates, or like dry protection. Not a fan of that at all. Makes content not exciting at all. Next, not sure what to show. Greenlocked it with the 12 plate body. I got lucky overall. Pretty happy. I enjoyed next. Nightmare. My least favorite grind in this whole game I've ever done. I hated it so much. Fun fact, I got the first harmonized orb in the entire game. And then, yeah, did a lot of 5-mans for the regular kill count while going for the pet on release. Then Fozani's came out and I greenlogged it with the Inquisitor's Maze. I guess another fun fact is that I was the first person to green the entire boss log, and the Inquisitor Maze was the last thing I needed to get it. Obor, again, spooned hard. I think I got it on like 4 kill count. Muspa, I spooned the pet again at roughly 800. Royal Titans, this one I went dry a little bit, nearly 2 times. I got pretty lucky on the uniques, then I did the sacrifice kills, nearly 3000 of them, so nearly 2 times the drop rate. Since if you sacrifice the loot, the pet becomes 1 in 1500. Seracnus, haven't killed as much. I don't really enjoy it, even though it's AFK and you can get like 1 elite an hour passively. I just don't do it. It feels like a waste of time. Did some during bingos, but not much. Scorpia, again, got it got the pet before lock came out, then had to go back to green log it. Scarius, another release I spooned really hard on. Griffin, the boss that came out with sailing, I got the pet at 400. Took me 2000 to green log with the jar. Scotizo, 7 Scotos, had to kill another 450 after the drop rate change of the jar, so went over 2 times the drop rate for the jar. Temporos, 17,000 permits, pet is 1 in 8,000. This is the item I went dry on. I think I got 2 or 3 dragon harpoons. Thermi, again, got the pet really early on, then jar came out 3 years later, had to go back to green log it. The jar took me nearly 6,000 KC, got 5 total smoke devil pets. Next up, Vardorvis, my favorite DT2 boss. Again, I spooned the pet at roughly 1500 kill count before I got anything else from the boss. Venonatius Spindle. I killed Venonatius before the Wilderness rework. It took me 5000 KC to get the pet. Then later on I had to go back to regreen it. Pet took me 5000, so had to do a bit extra after lock came out. Vetian, I got just below under the drop rate again before Wilderness rework came out. Had to do quite a bit after it got reworked. Warcath, another one where I went really dry on the jar, took me 9,000 kills. In the meanwhile, I got 3 Draconic Visages, I got 3 Skeletal Visages, and I got 6 Warcath pets before the jar. Whisperer, another spoonage, green logged it with the Whisperer pet. Got pretty lucky on everything here. Winter Todd took me quite a bit. I got roughly 130 mil fire making XP just from Winter Todd alone, just over 2 times the drop rate for the pet. Yama, got the pet at roughly 2000, and the chest took me 3000 to green log it. Had like 5 helms before anything else. That was an interesting experience. Volcano, probably my most spooned pet. I got it at 67 kill count on the first week. But the first week when it came out, you could only get the pet if you got the MVP roll. I was so bored, I tried it. I maybe got 20 MVP rolls. That's when I got the pet. Very lucky on. Then had to green log it later on. Took me 1200 for that. Zora, again, got incredibly lucky on the pets. Got the jars before any of the mutagens, but luckily I got each of these quite close to each other. Been killing some of this during bingos and stuff, since Sora is just one of the best bosses that has ever been released. Next up, Raids tab. Again, all of this is green. Raids, CMs. I did 2000 regulars for the pet, mostly before it came out to the log. And yeah, not sure what to talk about. I guess the only weird thing is I only have 1 ancestral rope top. I never got any of these pre-log. So 4400 total raids chambers done. And I only got 1 of these. Again, my mega rares are pretty healthy, I think. Roughly around the drop rate. This was the last thing I needed to be quote unquote clue locked this year. I finished it. Then TOB, pretty lucky on the pets. I think I'm pretty lucky on the sides, mainly done 4 and 5 mans. Next up, Tombs of Masket, finished it, I believe, last year. Very lucky on the shadows, especially at the start. I had 7 shadows and like first 60 personal purples. Very lucky on this. I guess next up, clues beginners. Green logged it earlier before 600, had to do more, or had to do 600 for one of these emotes, for the Explore one, I believe. Easies, again, spawned the Monk Robes, had to green log with the Team Cape Zero, just below 6,000, so pretty lucky. Overall, drop rate on average to complete is 7,900. Mediums, I have pretty awful Rangers boots luck. Only have two when I should have I think I should have 9 on the drop rate. So yeah, again, green logged with the elegant piece. Nothing special. Hard clues. This is what I want to spend the most time on this year in 2026. I want to go for rank 1. I have nearly 17,000 more to go for, but I really enjoy hard crews. But yeah, this is the log that I showed the most through my vids, so nothing to show. Elites, again, missing 2 items. I need light bow tie and the dark tuxedo jackets. I would love to finish this off as well this year, but we'll see if I get lucky. Average completion rate is 7,500 elite, so at least I want to hit the drop rate this year. Master clues, I will probably be doing those passively, mostly from all the elites and hards I do. I have pretty ridiculous bloodhound luck. These are 1 in 1,000 pets. I have 9 when I should have barely 6 or 5, I guess. But yeah, still missing the dragon ornament kit. The Kaitiel one is 1 in 4,000 master caskets. This one is 1 in 2,000. Mummy head and the gloves or the hands are 1 in 1,500 master caskets each. Didn't make any progress on this log last year, which was very unfortunate, but hopefully this year I'll be a bit luckier. Next up, Harkus. I have the best Harku Mega Rare log in the whole game. I will get these gilded playlists this year. I don't care, it's gonna happen. And then I'm only missing 2 third age pieces, which is extremely lucky. But maybe, just maybe I'll get one more, would be absolutely ridiculous. Elites. I did manage to get the Ring of Nature this year, was fantastic. I have 6 lava masks. And I guess on top of that, I did get the third age bow a couple years ago. And the Masters, my last log slot from the clues. I ended the year with an absolute banger. I got the third age axe, my most insane item I ever pulled in this game. Super happy to get that. But yeah, I still need the Ring of Coins, a Master Clue specific Mega Rare. Do have 3 bucket helms. I did have 1 pre-log as well, so 4 in total. But yeah, I guess I've done 50,000 clues in total. This is capped. The purple suite caps at 65,000, so I've had more, probably close to 100,000. Also, all of these blessings and Zamrak, or I mean, all the pages are all capped at 250 as well. Scroll cases, one of the most unnecessary clocks that came out this year. I don't know, I don't think these should be a log slot, but yeah, just 13 free log slots that I got upon logging in. Next up, minigames. All of it is green. Surprise, surprise. Penance Key, thankfully spooned it. Barracuda Trials came out this year, free log slots. Brimhaven Agility Arena again, free log slots. Castle Wars, 100 hours of AFK to get this done, very easy. Fishing Trawler as well, takes no time at all. Giant's Foundry, pretty awful minigame but takes no time to get, so easy that. Gnome Restaurant, didn't take long at all. Guardians of the Rift, again, wasn't a big fan of it. I guess mainly because I did all of it post 99. Thankfully spooned the pet, and yeah, green logged it. Sepulture, one of the best killing mini games that has come out. I got the Ring of Endurance on my 8th grand chest, so very lucky again. Took like 3 days to green log. Last Man Standing, probably one of the most controversial log slots I've completed. I boosted all of this through high stakes. Now that's the reason why it doesn't show the kills. You still have to kill the accounts that you queue up with. It just doesn't register since, I don't know, guess it's just an oversight by Jagex, but yeah, basically hired two other people, paid them 1.5 mil each per win. In total, it cost me 3.5 bill, since half a bill just gets nuked from the game. And yeah, this was hell. I had to play 8 accounts. It was not fun dealing with draggers, HKers that would try to crash you. I'm very glad I did this. It took me 40 hours. It was roughly 25 wins an hour. Huge time save. No regrets at all. Next up, Mage Training Arena. Nothing special. Easy clean log. Mahogany Homes. Again, easy. Mastering Mixology. Again, just an awful minigame that came out last year. Absolutely hated it. Pest control, easy. Rogue stand, again, free. I guess I have multiple dupes of this because, like years ago, you wouldn't get the crate upon thieving it. It would basically be an RNG, so I got many dupes before the last piece. Shades of Morton, sadly, all of these are capped at 250. I've spent over 1500 hours at Shades. I have gained thousands of these gold logs, thousands of these fine cloths, thousands of these damned amulets of the damned. Soul Wars pet, I got it the first week. There was no counter. Took me like 70 crates to get the pet. I got it day 2 of release. Temple trekking, I don't know, just easy stuff. Tide farm, again easy. Trouble brewing, I did the 1+2 method. World hopping, it took me like 30 something hours. It was actually oddly enjoyable. Only took a few days. But yeah, Veil Totems, pretty nice minigame that came out this year. Took me like 2 hours to complete. Very easy. And then Volcanic Mine had to go back to this last year because they added this dragon pickaxe broken, which was very unnecessary in my opinion. But yeah, it took me like maybe 20 hours to get it back. And yeah. And then the other tab, again, aerial fishing. I think this is about the average that you are expected to get the golden tenches before you get the fish sack. Took me, I don't even know, 50 hours, maybe a bit less. All pets, probably one of the most weird flexes I have on the account. Like all these dupes. It's pretty disgusting. But, yep. Boat paints. This was the toughest thing that came out from sailing, which was also weird. The Salvars paint took me nearly 100 hours, or even more than 100 hours of AFKing. Angler's paint took me over 250 hours. This was rough, but I did get it done. Candles off, free to play stuff, easy. Champion challenge, again easy. Driest one I went for was luckily the Goblin one, took me around 30,000. Was like 3k kills an hour, very easy. And yeah, next up, Chompy bird hunting. Got 8 pets for the 4,000 kills that you need to green log it. Takes like 15 hours maybe. Colossal worm agility, again easy stuff. Nothing special. Creature creation takes just a few minutes to green log, easy. Cyclops, again nothing to show. Elder Chaos Druids didn't take long at all. Forestry, one of the most chaotic updates. And yeah, it took me 8 hours to greenlog it on release. Easy. This is just free. Clef's experiment. I killed like 3,000 back in the early days when I was a new pre-log. So I had to kill like 1,000 post-log. Hunter's Guild. This one took a bit. Took me nearly 2.5 times the drop rate to get the Quetzin pet, but I did get it done. Lost schematics, free log slots, monkey backpacks, again 2000 laps of apatol agility course, took no time. Motherload mine, easy. Mine notes, again, easy stuff, took like a couple hours. Ocean encounters, game was sailing also, didn't take long at all. Random events, I still don't have stale bug yet. I have 1285 days and I don't have the stale bug yet. Now, I think I've had 37 baguette rolls from Sandwich Lady, and I don't know how many, but roughly 100 Quizmaster mystery boxes, I would say. So, I guess I'm getting close to the drop rate of it in all this playtime. Revenant's one of my most hated grinds I've ever done in this game. This was hell. I hated it. Spent over 400 hours, mostly in 2021, but they buffed it. I guess they doubled all the spots. But then I still didn't greenlog it. I had to wait till they buffed it. They released the update that on Slayer task gives you 5 times the drop rate. Or 5x buff, I mean. And that's when I got the chain mace. But this was absolute hell. I hated this. All the PKers, bots, daggers, it was one of the worst things I've ever done in this game. Rooftop agility, easy. Sailing, didn't take long to get all of these except maybe the barrel, which I still spooned. But yeah, this one didn't take too long. Mostly salvaging stuff, easy. Again, it doesn't show the dupes. I have over 20 sextants, I have quite a few dolls. But yeah, Chazian free. This is also free. Scaling pets also already showed in the pets tab. Slayer, I guess there's a few things I can show. I've had 1 heart pre-log on my first ever superior encounter. 6 hearts, 6 gems in total on the account in 143 mil Slayer XP. I guess Kelly Visage, or I mean the Wyvern Visage took like 10,000. Again, just below drop rate. 11 Visage that I showed before. Dusk Mystic took me 5,000 Brimstone keys to get this. Again, one of my longest grinds in this game. Roughly 1,500 hours of AFKing. AFKing. What else? Feel like I'm missing something. No, maybe not. Tormented Demons, greenlocked in just a few hours of release. The Czar, didn't take too long, maybe like 20 hours. And then Miscellaneous. I guess I want to talk about this. The Mithril Dragon grind for the Dragon Forearm. It took me 1,100 chewed bones or 45,000 Mithril Dragons. And I never got it from the chewed bones. I got it from a dragon itself. I think I still am the driest in the game for this item. I've never seen anyone go drier for it. So, yeah, sadly it's capped at 250. But yeah, Evil Chicken, I got this before Forestry came out. Took me 1,400 eggs roughly. And that's about it. I guess these metal pieces, the Dune one took me 1,700 kill count, the Addy one 3,500 roughly. So I spooned all or both of those. And yeah, it took me I think around 8,000 for the Dragonstone armor. And Yeah, this year I will be going for the helmet of the moon. Started stacking up some keys, so once I have enough, I'll make a separate video about it. But yeah, that's roughly it about the log. I guess next thing I want to show is my bank. And I will also reveal the bank value of it, which I haven't seen myself in over 5 years. I guess still I'm a main account, so it's not that impressive, but yeah, this is the main tab. Also, quick disclaimer, my bank is an absolute mess. I stopped caring about making it organized since the bank tabs came out, or bank tags, I guess. But yeah, bit of GP that I will dump all into imps. And some runes, some food that I should probably sell because that's just free money laying around. Then some feathers, some random stuff, some like hardcore stuff that I haven't sold for some reason. Some taco from my grind, from Jad Pets and the Zuck Pets, I guess. Purple sweets, these crashed really hard. There's over 300 mil, but these are 6k each. This is kind of bad. But yeah, 129,000 empty light orbs. That's how I got 99 crafting. It was pretty AFK and cheap at the time. What else to show? Not sure. Again, some random U-logs, over 100,000 of these. My ultimate flex item, Fire Maxcape. Just a bunch of random stuff. Just a random 11,000 runite bars chilling around. I get these from Magpie Impling jars. I keep selling these from time to time. What else? Fossilized dung. When I was learning Toa, I guess I died too many times, so that's how I got it. Decided to keep it as a weird flex. Not much else to show. Again, some Toa loot that I never sold. Toa just completely shits out Dragonstone. What else? What else? What else? Just a bunch of junk. Again, Toa loot that I never sold. I use it for Master Clue Step, so random room plate bodies chilling as well. As you can see, it's just a huge mess. Some Callisto gear that I haven't sold, even though I completely stopped killing Callisto. I got 7 stale baguettes that I picked up from the floor when people would try to throw me during live streams. I just keep these as a trophy, I guess, to remind myself that I will probably never get this item myself. Gilded Staff of Collection, I guess. Not really a flex in my opinion. We need like a third H tier, that would be cool. That would be a flex. But yeah, I guess I can show my good 3-stepper that I keep. It is the Lavada, the Gomels, and the Shiloh Village. Not the best, but one of the best. Takes roughly 30 seconds to complete. I keep this at all times. Let's see, what else do I have? Not much, just a bunch of junk. This is where sailing came out. I guess another nice thing with sailing gave us a bunch of bank space, which is very nice. And I guess a little sneak peek, I've been collecting hard caskets. I really want to go hard on hard clues this year. I want to get rank 1, so yeah, I've been stacking these. And as soon as DMM or Deadman Mode ends, I plan to open 1,000 every single week and upkeep for as long as I can until a new big update hits. So I've just been preparing for that. Again, same with the challenge scroll. I keep a Sherlock step, allows you to dodge or skip any other Sherlock step from elites, which is a huge time save. Yes, started using golden potions for ice fiends. That's how I farm these. Hold up, where are they? These tooth halves. I want to stack 250 keys for the moon helm. but that is still gonna take quite a bit of time. It is roughly 1/2 half of a key an hour, so that's 250 hours of AFK just for one half or one side of the keys. But yeah, next tab. This is sort of like a loot tab and a bunch of just items that I didn't know where to put. So from CMs, I got a few extra dust. I got one extra dust from TOB hard mode. Got some parasitic eggs from my nightmare grind. All the clue milestones, all the heads that I got throughout the boss grinds. I don't know why these scimitars are here, no idea. The buckets of sand I get daily, I keep them, I guess. No point in selling. I decided to keep all the champion scrolls, as you can just drop them whenever you kill the NPCs that you are required to get these. As like otherwise it would take them away, but if you drop them you can just pick up from the floor. I don't know why, but I decided to keep them. Then some again random stuff. Then this is the clue scroll stuff, the teleports. No point in selling them, I just keep them. I had 30 million of swamp paste, but these randomly skyrocketed in price when sailing got announced. So whereas before they were like 7 GP each, I had 30 mil of them. They randomly skyrocketed to 35 GP each, so I just sold the whole stack for over a bill GP. That was kind of nice. I got all of these from Shades of Morton. But yeah, this is all the 30H that I managed to get since 2024. So just 2 years of clue hunting. This is every single piece that I got. There's quite a few of these. It's kind of I'm pretty proud of this. But yeah, 12 pieces in 2 years. Again, the only two really valuable ones are the bow and the axe. Axe street price is roughly 3 bill, and the bow sadly crashed a lot ever since I got it. Back when I got it, it was 2.3 bill, now it's down to 1.6. But yeah, again, more tuxedo stuff that I decided to keep for some reason. More mega rare stuff. This isn't really accurate, I've sold some of this, but yeah, mostly since 2024 I've been keeping these. And then the same goes with all these pages, the blessings. Again, all of this is not organized. Then this is the Shades of Morton loot. You get a lot of value, like alchable stuff that I once in a while dump in GE. And then this is all the clue loot. Well, not all of it, just the last few openings. I guess now I can start like collecting this since I have plenty of bank space. Before sailing, I would have to sell every couple weeks because it would get full. But as you can see, this was mainly hard clue loot. Now there's some master clue loot, and now there's some elite clue loot. It's just a huge mess. Then next up, a random clue tab, I suppose. This is my impling jars. I have roughly 1.4 bill left in these magpies. Yeah. I open all my magpies for hard clues. And then it's just a bunch of loot that I should probably sell, like these impling jars or 100 mil just laying around like that. I bought these natures a long time ago, but opening natures is just so ass. I just never started opening them. But as you can see, there's just hundreds of mils laying around in random items. But yeah, then this is the tab that I'm the most proud of. These are all my pets. I keep them in the bank like a normal person. You don't keep the pets in the POH. Again, all of these are in chronological order. So as you can see, this is the beaver pet, my first ever pet I got. And then, yeah, I'll slowly scroll down so you could see. And yeah, Ever since I got the nightmare pet, I've been upkeeping with all pets ever since. I got all pets in the year 2020. I believe it was June. So it's been 5.5 years since I got all pets. Pretty long time. I was also, I guess, the 10th person to get all pets. But yeah, and then the last tab is just my gear tab. Again, it's a huge mess. Kept these mutagen helmets, I guess. My mage gear, my melee gear, my Zuck helm. Then void. Again, this is just a huge mess. I mainly use bank tabs or bank tags for everything. I do have pretty much all of the best in slot gear. Uh, and yeah, this just gets hella messy. Oathplate, I don't have the Radiant, I just cannot be bothered since it's not part of the combat achievements, and it doesn't even look that good in my opinion, but yep. This is pretty much it. I guess now the big thing to do is to reveal my bank value. I haven't used this bank plugin in over 5 years, so it's gonna be a huge surprise for myself. I guess I will just turn it on. Show grand exchange price. Again, in over 5 years, I haven't seen. My prediction is roughly 20 bill, maybe a bit more. Anything below that, I will be pretty disappointed. And yeah, let's just click. Let's see. The bank value is 23 bill. Yeah, so I guess I'm not the richest. Ooh, also, I guess one thing, this footage X price is not accurate because the street value of it is roughly 3 bill, so I guess you could say my bank is 25 bill. But yeah, I am pretty poor, what can I say? I guess the last couple of things I want to show on the account is my POH wardrobes. And this is just all empty. I don't put anything. Again, I'm just a main account. Fancy dress box. Not much to show here. I don't really care about these things. I don't ever plan to fill these. Again, just random outfits. Like some of the lock stuff. I just put them in here to save bank slots. Let's see the wardrobe. Again, more lock related stuff. I have a couple of graceful outfits, but yep, I just don't care about this. Some skill caves, I guess. And nothing special though. The last one, the tiny box. Oh, these are just the events that the seasonal events that I don't do either, I guess. I just cannot be bothered. I only do those when a new music kit comes out or a new emote. And I guess the last thing I want to show is the adventures log. I can show you my Slayer log, all the kill counts. Again, most of these came from hunting the Brimstone, the Dusk Mystic outfit. Lots of Abbey demons, blood velds. What else? I killed a lot of small cave krakens, which was a huge mistake, huge waste of time. Bunch of dust devils, gargoyles, jellies, kurasks, 58,000 necriels. Again, revenants, I showed that. Smoke devils. And 27,000 worms, which was also just a terrible decision. Bosses, I guess I think I showed most of this in the log already. Yeah, I don't think there's much to show here. Yeah, I showed all of this. Is there anything else? Champion scroll. Okay, this is just nothing. Collection log showed this. And I guess all the jars. And yeah, I just have all of these in here. Every single one of these I obtained myself. And I guess this is really about it. Pretty much showed everything I wanted to. Again, I guess I can talk briefly about the goals I have this year. So, like I mentioned before, I want to get rank 1 hearts. I need roughly 16 or 17,000 hearts for that. I want to get to the drop rate of an average completion of the elites, which I need 1100 more elites. And then just do as many master clue you need, or as many master clues as I get passively, all of them. And hope I get to the completion as well. And yeah, just upkeep every single new update that comes out this year. Again, I think we're supposed to get a new date announcement this year. And that's gonna take a few months, and it's gonna have a 2000 cape, 2000 KC cape behind it. But yeah, just upkeeping the new updates and just doing as many clues as I possibly can without burning out are the two main goals for 2026. But yeah, that will be about it. If you have any more questions that maybe I forgot to answer, you can just post them in the comments and I will try to reply to them. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you after Deadman mode ends with the casket openings. Peace out.